and welcome to CHEZUBA Talks, the show that connects good souls globally. I'm Tej, your host, and in today's episode, we will talk with Adisa Kabiru Adinei, founder of Guildance Community Foundation. We'll get to know how the organization is making a difference in Nigeria and how CHEZUBA has supported their endeavor. Adisa Kabiru Adinei is a dedicated humanitarian. He established Guildance Community Development Foundation in the year 2000, an organization that has now touched thousands of lives and is well known in the grassroots development scene. The foundation was established to cater and care for the orphans and vulnerable children, alleviate poverty, provide free medical services, and community development. The NGO is funded with his salary. Welcome, Mr. Adisa Kabiru Adinei. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Kabiru, the Guildance community is an NGO that is completely non-profit and non-political, right? It is registered under Part C with the Corporate Affairs Commission. You also focus on HIV and AIDS prevention through awareness campaigning. Could you tell us more about that?
Yes, thank you very much for this golden opportunity. Guidance Community Development Foundation is an NGO into HIV, Orphan and Vulnerable Children Foundation. We take care of orphans, paying their school fees, attend to their medical needs, take care of widows, empower the startup capital and the seed capital to the most vulnerable in the community. The motive for forming the organization is to take care of the have-not in the community. Government alone cannot do everything. NGO has to support the government so as to fill the gap. That is the essence of forming this organization. And in the past and up to date, we have reached out to not less than 40,000 children in Nigeria. And most of the states we work in are Osun, Oyo, and currently we are in Maiduguri, where the Boko Haram insurgents are currently operating.
All right. You say you have impacted
Thank you.
40,000 students. 40,000 students you have impacted?
We have reached out to not less than 40,000 children, covering
Wow,
Oyo, Ogun, Ondo, and Borno states.
Oh, wonderful. When you say you are funding or when you're paying their school fees or helping out so many people, you are doing it entirely on your salary or you are able to collect funds for the same?
Currently, I work somewhere. I'm an accountant. I'm a fellow chartered accountant. I work somewhere, and part of the salary I get is what I use to do all these things. And I get donation from individual, corporate organization, and well-wishers. But most of the money
Oh,
come from my salary.
that's
So
wonderful.
if we have connection with donor, with government, with a corporate organization, we can do more.
You can do more, definitely. So you are looking for funding opportunities from partners, right? Okay. Uh, Kabiru, tell me about your
Yes, if you can
journey
get
so far.
collaborators and partners.
Sure.
My
Your journey from the
hello.
foundation till date. Hello?
It was not easy. I started from my room because I cannot afford office. So from my room to a bigger apartment, and from that bigger apartment to renting office. And even during that time, I cannot afford to have laptop. Later, somebody donated laptop, and from there, I begin to seek other people to join me, volunteers. And it got to a stage when I get to know through CHEZUBA. And when I get to know about the CHEZUBA, it has been an added advantage. I got a lot of opportunity, starting from writing my annual reports. CHEZUBA has helped me to do that. CHEZUBA has helped to provide advice on my website, on the app that we are currently using. The CHEZUBA has assisted me to open the social media pages. They have been helpful. Honestly speaking, if I'm to talk about a partner today, among the first three leading partners is CHEZUBA to my organization. They have really added value to this great foundation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We value that definitely. It is a beautiful journey for Chizuba as well. That's why we are doing this story where you are able to share your value added experience with us. Let's talk about your organization also. These are the aspects that you deal with: the alleviation of poverty, upliftment of women, education, and HIV/AIDS awareness. What are the different programs that you work with?
What we do for the poverty alleviation, there are a lot of schemes. We give interest-free loan to people that want to start their capital, especially the orphans and the caregivers, including widows. We give them this money free of interest to start their business. After we might have given them adequate training to manage their business, and the kind of training covering entrepreneurship development, it covers vocational training if there is need. We attach them to successful businessmen that can mentor them for a period of like 6 weeks or 8. After they have graduated, we now empower them with their needs. Some of them need shop, some need working tools, some we give them grants, some we give loan, which is on interest basis. And today, under this scheme, we have not less than 300 beneficiaries, and it's still counting.
Wow, that's
Thank you.
300 beneficiaries. Wonderful. And what kind of businesses and vocational training is this? Is it something to do with tailoring or plumbing, or what are these businesses?
And they are barbing, shoemaking, how to make cosmetics and show making. We have 40 vocations. We allow the beneficiaries to choose whatever they want from this 40 list, from poultry, piggery, hairdressing, pomade, and the rest.
Wow, that's quite a wide
Are you
umbrella
there?
that you have for vocations. Yes, yes. Wonderful. What is the
Yeah.
biggest challenge that you have faced, Kabiru, till date?
The major challenge is how will I put it? We have there is need for the board. For the board, the like minds, to get the like minds is not easy. I need some other people, strong board. I need some others, like 3 people to join me at the board. Currently, we have 4, and the board is not strong enough. That is one. Then, secondly, majorly is funding. Because most of the training we need, we have gotten enough training from USAID, CDC, European Union, CHEZUBA, and the rest. But for now, funding is the major thing. Because currently, I don't have staff. It's like me doing everything alone, and whatever I cannot do, I will come to CHEZUBA to get volunteer. And as I said earlier on, CHEZUBA has been really helpful. They have been giving me a lot of volunteers that are making things happen. But currently, if I have money, if I get like 2 or 3 staffs with working tools, we can do a lot. Thank you very much.
Right. When you say you want staff, you want board members, uh, you need to have like-minded people to be able to contribute, where they are not exactly looking
Yes.
for money aspect, something to do with motivation. What motivates you, Kabiru?
When I grew up in a what I can call semi-urban in the city of Iwo in Osun State, Nigeria, I met so many things that have been done by my great grandfathers. School is in place. School, hospital, good road are in place. So I want to contribute my own quota. I want to give back to the community that nurtured me. So this is the main reason for going into this. Then there are a lot of vulnerable children that does not know how they got into trouble, how they got into poverty. I want to empower them. I want them to be somebody. I want those children who has lost hope to know that they too they can be anything without any hindrances. So I want to give back to the community that nurtured me. Thank you.
Yeah, that is a wonderful thought indeed. Uh, when we speak about the programs that you have done, you have multiple projects that you have completed, right? It is awareness campaigns on HIV/AIDS, prevention of mother to child transmission, reproductive health, that is. Uh, do you have some kind of behavioral change also that you see after your training has been imparted?
Yes, we encourage mothers to born little children they can take care of, not to give birth to so many children. We encourage them for child
Mhm.
spacing so that other people can copy them. Then those people we train, we ask them to go back to the community and train other people so that within a little times, many people we got to know about the program because of the limited resources. Then those ones that have children, we give them infant formula. We support them with little amounts of money whenever they give birth. We give them the basic need of what they need to take care of the children, like how would I call it? Cosmetics, spirits, towel, and some other things. At least what you can take them in the first 3 months, like food that the baby can take, and we empower the mothers as well. So we now encourage them that they need to change their behavior from giving birth to what they cannot take care of. So those are the things we are currently doing about the maternal health and child health. And children between 1 to 5 years, whenever they are in need, we give them medication. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's take a break to understand what CHEZUBA is. Everyone at some point ponders on how this beautiful life can be made more meaningful. Maybe you're a leader trying to enhance your employees' experience at your organization. Or you already work for the community and seek volunteers with state of the art skills to strengthen your nonprofit. Whatever your situation, know that you can make a difference. CHEZUBA began with this very vision, a vision to facilitate every skill and every passion in the world in meeting a social need. Corporate volunteering has several benefits for both businesses and organizations. In parallel, experienced and enthusiastic volunteers join NGO workers, enabling them to serve the community more effectively. CHEZUBA offers everyone looking to add purpose and meaning to their lives a chance to connect or volunteer virtually with nonprofit organizations from over 100 countries around the world. Visit www.chezuba.net and explore opportunities to find meaning. CHEZUBA, your platform to do good. And now, back with our guest. So, I'm saying when we talk about poverty, when we talk about, let's talk about one example. Let's talk about health, for example. The basic need is obviously
Okay.
nutrition, it's food, right? Availability of
Yes.
nutrition is one aspect. So that has its
Mm.
roots in poverty, correct? Because people are poor, they are not able to afford meals or proper nutrition. That is like a domino effect on
Mm-hmm.
everything else. So, what is the support that your organization will keep doing these things, getting funds, working for the community? But what is it at the root that needs to be done to remove these issues?
The empowerment. If there is a kind of empowerment to the parents, when the parents are okay, when the parent can afford, they can take care of their children. Many of these women they don't have enough capital to to trade or to do their business, and many of them lack training. Many of them lack entrepreneurship development training, financial management. They don't know how to save. Those are the things we need because we have cooperative where we encourage them to save for their business than to save for the delivery of their baby. Some of them, even when they are pregnant, they want to give birth, they have nothing. So we encourage them to save for the 9th month, that when you are get pregnant, you can be saving little amount of money. And this little amount of money can be a safe grace for you on the delivery date. So if government can really train the parents, especially the mothers, the won't be mothers, especially the teenagers, let them have proper education because many of them, they get pregnant before their secondary school. So let there be proper education for the teenagers, that the first thing in life is to properly get yourself empowered to have your vocation or to get education and get job before you start bearing children. This is the major problem and major challenge, especially in Nigeria. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful. When we talk about empowerment, it all starts from education.
You mean?
It starts from
Hello?
being educated.
What I mean is for them to have at least first 12 years education, primary and secondary school. Like in Nigeria, we spend 6 years in primary school, 6 years in secondary school. After that, whoever that have that education and later go for vocational training is enough to be on his own. But many of them, before they finish their secondary education, they have already get pregnant or get married. We are not saying they should not get married, but they should first of all have education up to secondary school level or have good vocation before they go into marriage. Proper counseling.
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. Counseling, education, all these things matter a lot in the long run. So, tell us, Kabiru,
Yes,
about the
yes.
experience that you had with CHEZUBA, and what more are you expecting from CHEZUBA? How else can we help you?
I want Chesuba to just like Tata program that a group of volunteer we intervene and get some assignment done. I need more of that, and possibly if Chesuba do corporate get corporate partner to NGO, I would like to have them corporate organization that can supply us goods or that can fund our program or those one that can link us to donors either through crowdfunding or through one-on-one donor, either corporate or individual or philanthropists. This will help us a lot because Nigeria have more than 5 million students and million children running about, and many of them turn to criminals. If Chesuba can do this, linking us to donor or getting us grant writer that can write grants application and get funding, it will go a long way in addressing all this problem of orphan and vulnerable children in Nigeria. In summary, I would like Chesuba to link me to group volunteers, corporate organization, donors that can assist in funding my organization. Thank you very much.
Well, yes, CHEZUBA will. Once you sign up with Chizuba, of course, you are getting the volunteers who will help you in grant writing and your social media development also. The rest of it, however it works out, let's see how that can work. Wonderful. Kabiru, it was lovely talking to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time and for the wonderful job you have been
Yes.
doing.
Thank you, Kabiru.